July 8, 2022 Edit. Linux on Chrome OS, Crostini. Issues seem to have been fully resolved in one of the updates around Chrome OS 100. Starting up apps is faster, putting the Chromebook to sleep doesn't crash them, and increased battery drain is no longer noticeable. I'm very happy with this little guy's performance. I will note that the startup times vary dramatically between having only a few tabs versus having a few hundred tabs open. Just something to note. Original review. I have a big gaming machine for game development, but while it's not massive it is heavy and the battery life leaves a lot to be desired. As such, I always like to keep an ARM-based Chromebook around for day-to-day tasks where I might not have access to power for long stretches of time. I have a few requirements for any Chromebook I buy. It needs to have a relatively powerful ARM-based processor, above-average battery life. Right now the average seems to be around 10 to 11 hours, more than 4 GB of RAM, and ideally have a decent keyboard, trackpad, screen, and still be small and lightweight enough to be easy to take places. One reason I specify that I need an ARM-based Chromebook is that they generate almost no heat, so there's no need for fans or huge heatsinks, and due to their RISC-based architecture, they use way less power than Intel/AMD's CISC architecture. The lowered heat also potentially means ITLL degrades slower, and since I mostly wanted this for away from power use, less power needed and less waste heat produced is a big deal. Often, as in this case, it also means the machine can be made thinner and lighter. My last Chromebook, now 6 years old, began dying, so I began looking for a new one and found that very few still ran ARM core processors. And despite ARM core processors being cheaper and easier on average to make, I'm surprised that many of the ARM-based Chromebooks are priced closer to the higher end of the price scale. While I do think the price of this Chromebook is quite high for what it is, I think it's very reasonable amongst the many unreasonable prices found throughout the Chromebook market. This Chromebook checks literally every requirement I had, though I might have preferred something smaller like a 12 or 13 inch, as my last one was a little small at 10.6 inch, but the 14 of this one feels just a tad too large to be easily carried everywhere. Click link in description for more reviews.